These student loans, like the calls, are really making me regret ever going to college, considering I'm not even doing anything in my degree. But like these calls are just a reminder that I'm like, first of all, doing nothing with my life. Second of all, broke as shit. And yes, I hee hee ha ha about it here, but like it's literally not a joke. It's like embarrassing and it's like the most.
I am over $100,000 in debt because of student loans. Do I think it was worth it? Do I regret my decision?
I'm in my second year of medical school, and this is my current student debt, $191,000, and it literally goes up by hundreds every single day. And I currently have $8 in my bank account. It's like about $100,000 a year. And I think just right now in my mind, it's not real money, because if I think of it that way, then I'm just gonna freak out every single day.
Hey, it's Jordan Paul Morgan, and today in this video, we're going to be going over student loan debt. We're going to be taking a look at some videos that I found on social media of everyday people just trying to get an education. We're going to be taking a look at the comment section to see how many other people are also being burdened by student loan debt. If this resonates with you, go ahead and share your experiences down in the comment section below. And also, don't forget to hit the like button for more videos just like this. And also, if you have any other videos you want me to do, just leave them down in the comment section below. But without any further ado, let's get into it.
I am over $100,000 in debt because of student loans. Do I think it was worth it? Do I regret my decision? Let's get into it. So I decided to become a nurse when I was 24. I went to a community college to complete all of my prerequisite classes. I paid next to nothing to complete those. Once I was done and graduated with an associate's in science with a 3.8 GPA.
I definitely believe it's important to commend her for going to a junior college / community college to get the first 2 years worth of her education for basically next to nothing. If you're looking to go to school, you should definitely look into community college and junior colleges to keep the costs low. Let's keep these costs low. So kudos to her for going to a junior college / community college and keeping her initial costs low. Let's continue.
I started applying to nursing programs, applied to nursing programs throughout San Diego County, through Riverside County. 2 years went by and I had still not gotten into a nursing program. Bite the bullet and take out student loans and go to a private accelerated nursing program. I went to West Coast University. This school is notorious for being really expensive. Accelerated, so you graduate with your bachelor's degree in nursing in little over 2 years. The education itself, I really don't know if like it was good or bad in the grand scheme of nursing programs throughout Southern California.
I think it is important for us to note that private schools are a lot more expensive than public institutions for education. A lot more expensive. Let's carry on.
What I will say is that I am in debt over $100,000 because of student loans. I don't know how long it's going to take me to pay that off. In fact, it's just like a distant future goal of mine. Like, I'm not even worrying about it right now. Paying them on time, like, it is what it is.
Dude, $100,000 plus in student loan debt is nasty, nasty, nasty work. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. Let's let her continue.
Do I regret it? If I knew that getting into a regular public nursing program going to be that difficult, I would have just gone to West Coast right off the bat and saved myself those 2 years wasted.
Honestly, I think the toughest part about all of this is the fact that she's having regret for going to the JC, the junior college, for the 2 years that she spent not paying for an education and then it not panning out for her trying to get into a nursing program. That's actually the toughest part of all of everything that I've heard so far. But let's let her finish and continue.
Why is it so hard to get into a nursing program is what I really want to know. There are so many RNs that are leaving bedside. Why would you want to make it so difficult for people to just get into nursing school? If you're thinking about going to West Coast and if you've been trying to get into a nursing program and you're having no luck, I would just say go for it. Go to a private program that you know you have a guaranteed foot in the door. If there's one thing I regret is that I didn't start sooner.
Yeah, again, regret is tough. Having regret for doing something and pursuing something that you were actually passionate about and you really wanted to do, it's tough. It's tough. These are the decisions that we have to live with, the good with the good and the bad with the bad. Hopefully it does pan out for her. And we're going to take a look at another video, and we're going to be, as a matter of fact, before we take a look at the videos, let's take a look at the comments. Let's take a look at the comment section. 1 second. Let's take a look at the comment section, guys. All right, let's take a look at this comment right here. By the time I finished my BSN and MSN, I had $165,000 in loans. Paid them off in 5 years. It sucked, but it's done. For me, it was very worth it. Okay, wow. $165,000, and it took 5 years. That's very commendable. Okay, let's look at this one. I went to West Coast for the exact same reason you did and paid off my $100K student loans in 5 years. You got this, girl. Okay, another $100K student loan paid off in about 5 years. Okay, we got two $100K and $100K plus paid off in 5 years. Cool. Let's look at this one right here. I went to Loma Linda, and in total it was $120K. And her response was, "You feel my pain." All right, check this one out. I did the same path and always say it's, in parentheses, student debt, parentheses closed, like a chronic illness. I've learned to live with it. Damn. And last one here, right? They make it so damn hard. I too am going to a private college, will owe $62K. It's an unfortunate situation a lot of people are finding themselves in, going into debt while trying to get an education to better themselves and to better their futures. It's a challenge. It's definitely tough. It's a challenge. But let's take a look at this next video and see what we got going here.
These student loans, like the calls, are really making me regret ever going to college, considering I'm not even doing anything in my degree. But like these calls are just a reminder that I'm like, first of all, doing nothing with my life. Second of all, broke as shit.
Okay, let's go ahead and pause it right there. As we can see, she's clearly going through some emotional turmoil, right? So we want to be sensitive in this case. We have another story here of someone that made the decision to go and receive higher education, or go and make the effort to attain higher education, and they're dealing with the consequences of those actions. I'm not saying that we as Gen Z and millennials shouldn't seek to attain higher education. What I will say is we're going to need to think very, very seriously about this prior to turning 18, right? Because you see what's going on here. Let's let her continue and see where this goes.
And yes, I hee hee ha ha about it here, but like it's literally not a joke. It's like embarrassing, and it's like the most stressful thing. And I never want to be the person that's like driven by money. Like that's not me, but like sometimes I wish I was, so I wouldn't be in the position I am in. And like dealing with these calls and having to basically say my situation, like I literally cannot pay off an amount on these damn student loans. And then the fact that they're so relentless, they call every person in my family, they call people not related to me, but like associated with me, and I don't even know how it's just crazy.
These people want their money, okay? These people, the U.S. Department of Education, they want their money. You signed a contract with them stating that you would take out a loan. You would take out a loan for something that let's go ahead and consider this to be an investment. You took out a loan for an investment. They gave you the loan. And after you complete the time in which the loan, I don't know, what would I say, expires? When the loan expires, or whenever you complete your degree, because some people don't even complete their degree, right? They want their money. These people want their money. The government wants their money. These private institutions want their money. Okay? We got to be very cognizant of this. They want the money. And they will harass you for the money. The money that they'll go ahead and say it's their money. They want the money. Remember that. Remember that. All right. Let's let her continue.
And it's like, I hate it. It's like you're coming at me for my own little debt when this
Okay, let me go ahead and pause it there.
country's
Pause it there. We shouldn't conflate your debt with the country's debt and make it seem as though they shouldn't come and collect their debt because the country is in debt. Again, this is not an attack on her. I'm not trying to come down harshly on her, but she shouldn't be pocket watching the nation's debt, which is like what, $35 trillion at this point, with her debt, because her debt adds to the nation's debt and everybody else's debt adds to the nation's debt, which makes us an indebted nation. So if we all pay off our debt, the nation is better off and we're also better off. But yeah, let's not conflate the nation's debt with our debt. And again, this is not this isn't like an attack on her at all. You can't be pocket watching the nation's, pockets. You know what I'm saying? This is your debt. But let's continue.
It's so frustrating and it gets me so angry, and literally it's like I avoid these calls at all times. They send me into full-on panic attacks, but then sometimes I just have to make the call because they're calling everyone else in my life, and it's so frustrating. And yes, maybe I did it to myself. Maybe I should be smarter about money. Maybe I should just take on any job that will pay me, and I'm luckily finally starting a job, but it's not what I want to be doing. Not using my degree. It's another serving job. It's fucking working at Hooters at 28 years old.
Let's pause this. Let's now commend her for taking accountability for the decisions that she made rather early on in life, and that are now starting to impact her where she currently is at this junction in life. She's taking accountability. And she's looking to do something about paying it off. Yes, it's a job at Hooters. Big deal. At least she's doing what she needs to do to start to tackle this debt, right? So we will commend her and give her a round of applause for doing that. She's making an effort to tackle the debt. It is a very humbling situation. However, we got to look at it as she's being an adult, okay? Let's let her finish.
It's like, and then it's moments like these that make me question whether anything I want to do in life is going to happen, at this stage, because it's so annoying. And I just had to vent, because fuck it all.
Okay, yeah, that was tough. That was a tough one. I definitely do commend her for her honesty. That was a tough one. But she's taking accountability and she is doing what she needs to do to tackle this debt. There's no shame in taking a service job, and taking a job, period, to meet your financial obligations. I believe that's very adult-like of her, and kudos to her. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next video.
I'm in my second year of medical school, and this is my current student debt, $191,000, and it literally goes up by hundreds every single day. And I currently have $8 in my bank account. It's about $100,000 a year. And I think just right now in my mind, it's not real money, because if I think of it that way, then I'm just going to freak out every single day.
Yo, $191,000 in debt is sick, bro. Again, I'm trying to be sensitive to her situation. That is sick. Let's continue.
So I honestly try not to think about it as much as I can and just trust that I'll be able to pay it off one day.
Yeah, man, that's tough. That's really tough. I understand wanting to trust and believe that you'll pay it off one day is it alleviates a lot of the stress and the pressure that comes from looking at that rather large number. I believe the best way to go about this is developing a plan sooner rather than later. Again, this is an attack on her, because this is another situation where the number is just next level, and it's medical school debt. It's next level. So you're gonna need to start devising a plan on how you can go about tackling this debt that you've accrued. I'm wishing you all the best, but let's let her finish. Let's let her finish.
I also know there are a lot of programs that you can enroll in now to try to help alleviate that debt, but I just think it's outrageous how we're paying them to do service jobs that so little people want to do. And this is the reason why they don't want to do them, because you get into your career and then you have $500,000 of debt. Mind you, I'm going to accrue more than 200,000 by the end of this. It's like I'm paying to give up so many years of my life to work for free, to help other people who need it, to go to underserved areas. I'm paying you to do that. If anything, there should just be no payment at all. But I'm just trying not to stress about it, because if I think about it, then I'm just gonna freak out. So yeah.
Yeah. It's a next level situation, bro. It's a next level situation. I definitely understand where you're coming from as someone that's looking to do something for other people and you're looking to give back. These are the thoughts we have to go and really sit with and digest and meditate on prior to making these very life-altering decisions that we're making with our choice of what we want to study for education and what we want to do with the education that we're looking to attain. I understand she wants to help out underprivileged people in underserved communities. These communities are probably underserved for a reason. But that's neither here nor there. A serious financial game plan is kind of the only thing that I could see. I'm not a financial advisor, so I couldn't give any advice, nor would I, on these free YouTube airwaves. But dude, being $190,000 in debt and going into the medical profession, you kind of see why a lot of the bills that people receive when they go to the hospital are so high. This is tough. We need more financial literacy, more financial education prior to the age of 18, prior to us making these life-altering decisions at such a young age. We need guidance. We need game plans for life prior to the age of 18. I'm saying really the second you get into high school, we need to be getting these game plans for what young adults want to do for the rest of their lives. Because these decisions that people are making earlier on in life are really impacting them. They're really impacting them. It's tough. This is tough. This is really tough. All right, this is really tough. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into these comments and see what people are saying. All right, we got one here. We got student loan debt is the main reason I'm too scared to go to school. Very understandable. Let's take a look at this next one. Me in my second year at $300K. Wow. And her response was, we're in it together. Dude, Second year of medical school and you're already $300K in debt. Yikes. Yikes. That is again, that's tough beans, bro. That's tough beans. Very tough beans. Okay. As an international student who graduated American University with my little bro, totally paid $720K. $720,000. $720,000. Is this serious? Is this a joke? $720,000. You almost paid something close to $1 million to go to school. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone, and we're just gonna move right on. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. And last but not least here, I feel you. I graduated with a journalism degree and have $143K in student loan debt. With the economy and the expensive prices, I'm struggling to live. You know, guys, these are some tough stories. These are tough things to read from what I would assume are all fairly young people. Dude, the cost of higher education comes with a higher cost than just the dollar amount. It comes with a really high cost. Something that costs higher than the dollar amount. Yeah. Okay, you guys. I'm going to be taking a look at this article from CNN. I'm going to read an excerpt from it with you guys. It's going to be in the description box below. You can check it out for yourselves. So it's entitled, "Student Debt is Haunting Americans from Graduation to Retirement." All right, here we go. Going to college is supposed to be the path to a more prosperous life, but the cost of getting a degree has become a financial albatross, weighing down on borrowers from day to day, from graduation to the day they retire, if retirement is even possible. Student loan debt is a burden that nearly 3 out of 4 American borrowers say has forced them to delay a major life event, whether that's buying a house, having kids, or getting married, according to the latest Gallup Lumina Foundation Cost of College report. "I've had to just put all of my dreams aside and focus on surviving day to day," Jess Evans, 35, told CNN. She earned a master's degree in religious studies in 2017 with dreams of teaching at a college, but she couldn't find any job in her field when she graduated and struggled to find jobs in other areas where she lacked experience. Wow. We're going to end it right there. Wow. You know, I think this is the story of a lot of college graduates, people that graduate the university from the United States, the difficulty in finding a job after you get your degree. These are the realities that a lot of people are dealing with. Graduating in 2017, currently 35 years old, and is struggling with student loan debt. Student loan debt could be one of the biggest factors in the hindrance in people being able to retire. And again, these are things that we need to take very seriously, things that we need to think about prior to making these decisions, prior to even graduating from high school, in my personal opinion. So, again, the link to that article will be down in the description box below, and you can check out the rest of it for yourself, okay? We just took a look at some very interesting stories about people trying to get their education, people who've gotten their education, and who are dealing with the financial repercussions of attaining said education. Student loan debt is a serious issue that we're having here in this country. It's hindering people from being able to live peaceful and prosperous lives. Also, it's holding back people from being able to retire. So if you want to learn more about this, hit the like button, leave me a comment, share your experience in the comment section, and hit the subscribe button, and I'll get more videos just like this out to you. I'm Jordan Paul Morgan, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.